Night on Kuragana Island was often silent, occasionally disturbed by the sound of humandrills crying out for their cruel maker. But tonight was no normal night on the gloomy island. Appearance-wise, nothing seemed out of place. The trees still swayed in their ominous way, the mountains still curled in on themselves, and darkness crept from every corner. But what made tonight different from the rest was the residents of the local castle. Normally inhabited by 4 tonight, there were only 2 residing in the ancient walls, which is what brings the normally subdued night to a close, for the night is filled with the sound of bickering. "Ghost!" The name echoed through the stone walls. Rounding the corner was the originator of the shout, a green-haired man with a muscly tan skin. "Yes, that's you, Ghost!" 3 golden earrings clanked together as he turns his head looking for the aforementioned ghost. A distant horo 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 can be heard from further down the hallway. The green-haired man narrows his eyes and chases after the laugh, managing to avoid being turned around. Soon he sees the spectre that's been haunting him, both in the Greenet's waking hours and most recently in his nightly dreams. "Ghost! Piranha, would you stop getting lost? The walls keep moving." The green-haired man spoke, having finally caught up to the pinkette. Turning to face the green-haired man who had been following them throughout the night. "Horo, horo, horo! Zolo, you're the one that keeps getting lost. Walls don't move," the pink-haired man said, now facing Zolo. The pink-haired man was tall, about the same height as Zolo, and wore an outfit that seemed to come out of some rich noble's closet, dressed in fine black slacks with a matching dress shirt and adorned with chains. The pinkette seems to fit right into these halls, as though they've stepped out of one of the aging paintings that line the walls. Zolo can't seem to take their eyes off of them. "Ghost," started Zolo. "Don't ghost me. You've been following me all day, Zolo. What do you want? I know Mihawk isn't here to train with you, so you shouldn't need me to bandage you," Ghost asked, both irritated and confused at the Greynet who had been following them all day. "Would you just listen? I have something I want to say to you. Recently I can't stop thinking about you. It's gotten to the point that even Mihawk has noticed," Zolo rambled out, not meeting the haunting eyes of Ghost. Zolo, I don't know what to say," Ghost whispered, not expecting this from the green-haired man. Not knowing what to do, the 2 were left to stand in silence. The bickering that followed them was absent, and the air of awkwardness had moved in to surround them. 0 to 100, yeah. In an attempt to cut the tension the same way their companion would cut through an enemy, Ghost spoke up. "Zolo, do you like me?" The castle hallway seemed to echo with Ghost's question, leaving the 2 to dwell in the weight of the words. Zolo started, though found his throat closing up as he tried to convey his feelings to the paranormal prince before him. Feeling his face heat up the longer his struggle continued, Zolo managed to finally express his feelings. "Verona, Ghost, I don't like you. I love you. I every night..." "You're the last thing I think of before I fall asleep. Not my dream, not my crew. You! I wake up and the first thing I think of is you. I think of the way you twirl your parasol when you're thinking. The frustrated face you make when I rip my bandages." Ghost was left in shock for Listen, Perona has a parasol in the anime/manga, so you get a parasol, Ghost. It makes sense in... Where were we? Tifa, you weren't the one who wrote this. Ghost was left in shock from Zolo's confession. This frustrating yet strangely cute musclehead who had been beside him for most of his stay felt that way about him. As the shock faded from Ghost and Zolo seemed to be getting ready to turn away in shame, a realization came to the salmon-headed Spectre. Quickly reaching out for Zolo, Ghost launched himself at the green-haired swordsman. Zolo, I don't know how this will work, but I love you too. Embracing each other, the two spend the rest of the evening curled up together, enjoying the time that they have with one another, not worrying for the future that is a problem for another day. All that matters is that tonight they're together, and while the future may be daunting, they can face anything hand in hand. Yeah.